Today's workout is a 15-minute first trimester lower body strength workout. We'll work to tone and strengthen the lower body using a set of weights. Let's get started.
Hey mamas, welcome to today's workout. We've got a 15-minute first trimester lower body strength workout. So we're gonna do pregnancy safe movements today to strengthen our legs, glutes, and lower body. So you'll need a step or something to step on and off of for step ups, and then a set of dumbbells. You can use anything light to heavy, whatever you're feeling good doing today. So I've got pretty heavy weights, but again, do what you feel safe and comfortable doing. So we're gonna begin with both weights. You can also do this first set without weights at all. So we're gonna begin with a wide RDL. So you're gonna take the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, take the legs the dumbbells just on the legs, and you're gonna hinge forward from the hips, take those dumbbells down about mid shin, and then squeeze glutes to rise. So you're coming down, squeezing those shoulder blades, keeping the dumbbells close. Exhale, push your heels down, squeeze your butt to rise. So we're going nice and slow on the way down. Inhale, and then exhale on the way up. Keeping that core really braced here. We want a long straight spine. So that's why I say squeeze your shoulder blades together, squeeze your triceps. So you're keeping that pressure in the back body. You're keeping tension there so we can safely strengthen the back. Now, if you're not totally comfortable going that far down, you can go about knee level, and that works just as well. Okay, we're gonna move on to our next exercise, a suitcase squat. So you're gonna go a little narrower with your feet. Now you can go wider if that's more comfortable where you're at in your pregnancy. So we're gonna start with the dumbbells close to the legs. Again, you could also do it without. We're gonna squat down, exhale, push to the top. So squat down, your butt won't go quite to 90 degrees because we're in a more narrow quad focused stance, but as low as you can, keeping your chest up. You're gonna hinge forward from the hips, but as you do that, you want to make sure you're not rounding your back. You're keeping that posture lifted, little squeeze between the shoulder blades, and you're engaging that core, using your breath, the diaphragm, to strengthen the core as we squat. And that's so important for first trimester and beyond, to really build strength in the core so we can stay functional and optimize our pregnancy and beyond. All right, we're gonna go to a sumo squat next. So again, with or without weights, this time we take the feet really wide and we turn the toes out. We're gonna bring the weights between the legs. I'm just gonna rest them here for now. But when we squat, they're gonna reach toward the floor. We're gonna push the knees out, and then they'll rest on the legs at the top. So again, as we lower down, we wanna make sure we're keeping that chest up as we hinge forward. Weights are close to the body, pushing through those heels and the outer edges of the feet too. This is gonna get deeper into the outer hip muscles. So when we're more narrow focused with our stance, we're more quad focused, and here we get more side glutes, hamstrings, back of the body here. You could even hold just one weight if you didn't want to use two here. Couple more seconds, we're almost there. And you can always decrease the time intervals as well and take longer breaks, whatever feels good to you during the first trimester. Now you just need one dumbbell. So we're gonna set one down. We're gonna take one up and hold it at the collarbones. But again, you could go body weight only in this exercise. We're gonna do a monster walk. So make sure you have space to move laterally. We're gonna squat down and move side to side. I'm just gonna take a few steps here since I've got equipment over here. But what you wanna do is just sit back into your hips, keep your chest up, and stay low. So you're in a squat position. You may have to come up a little bit higher, and that's okay too. But I want you, if you can, to try to stay at the mid-range or even the bottom range of that squat. So important to learn how to move laterally during the first trimester and beyond to really strengthen those outer hip muscles and have functional strength to support your pregnancy, to avoid injury, and to just help you feel good as you progress through pregnancy. It does get harder physically, even though for me, first trimester was the hardest just because of the nausea. All right, wall sits. Come up against a wall with a weight or without. We're gonna sit down, and if you don't have a wall, you can just hold a squat. I'm gonna place the dumbbell on my thighs, make sure it's not on your knees, and just hold. So we're breathing. And if you are struggling with first trimester morning sickness or nausea, I have a workout for that on my playlist. That's just a good, gentle workout to make you feel good if you're not feeling a harder strength workout. Because some days you might be and some days you might not be. Oh man, there's just no way getting through this quickly. You just gotta embrace the burn and breathe, again, using your breath. So important for first trimester and beyond. Learning how to properly fire your deep core muscles and your pelvic floor for pregnancy. All right, step ups coming. We've been waiting for this one, at least I have. I love step ups. We're gonna stay on one side for the next few minutes. So grab both weights, or again, body weight works as well, or one weight. We're gonna start with the right leg, right side, step on the bench, or books or stairs, and off. You can stack textbooks if you don't have a bench. I'm using a 12-inch step, linked in the description if you are curious. And I'm exhaling, pushing through my heel when I come on that bench, carefully stepping down, just holding the weights. And I hold them at the back like this. I find that's easier on my hands if you've got the same dumbbells that kind of have the rough part in the middle, the grooves in the middle. It's not as comfortable to hold. So I find if I hold them like this, it hurts my hands a little more. So sometimes I hold them like this. All right, we're staying on that same leg, and we're gonna move to a different exercise, lateral step ups. So what I want you to do is come around to your bench. So you've got that same foot starting on the bench. And again, you're moving laterally now. So you want the toes pointed straight ahead, and you're gonna push up. Exhale onto the bench. Inhale, lower down slowly with control. Exhale, use that core. You wanna push through all four corners of the foot rather. And this bottom leg, you're not pushing off the floor. I want you to think the foot that's on the bench, that's where the power comes from. This foot is just for balance, the one that's stepping down. And try not to shift too much to the side, although it is challenging. Try not to lean into it. So important to strengthen those lateral stabilizers in the legs, the hips. Even just getting out of the car, this is the move. All right, we're gonna go to a kickstand deadlift. So just get your bench off to the side. We're gonna keep that same leg in front. Other leg goes back about 45 degrees. And then we're gonna hold one dumbbell in each hand. We're gonna shift our weight forward, hinge from the hip. Exhale, lift, embrace that core. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, drive the hips, squeeze the glutes. So again, we wanna use that breath to engage that deep core pelvic floor. You can also go about knee level as much as you're comfortable and as much as you can do without compensating. So compensation would be rounding your back or feeling just too much pressure or strain in the low back. It's all about doing what you can do well. You can also hold on to a wall during this one if you want to do it with body weight or just one dumbbell. A couple more seconds here. Good work. All right, we're gonna go to a split lunge. So we're gonna keep that same leg. Again, we're still working on one side. Same leg forward, other leg is gonna go back. So you've got a wide, long stride. You're gonna drop the knees to 90 degrees. Exhale, push through that front heel to rise. I'm just kissing my back knee on the ground. You don't have to touch if you don't want to, but you can just lightly tap. You can stay upright here if you want to do that. That's a little more quad focused, or you can lean forward a little bit. It's gonna get you a little more glute focus in that front leg because it's gonna load the front glute. I like a little more glutes personally in my lunges. Keeping that chest up though, even if you're leaning into it, you wanna keep that long, straight back. And this allows us to really isolate those hamstrings and glutes. We're working in that split lunge. Whew, curtsy lunges. One more on this leg. I know, when are we gonna switch legs? Soon. I thought it would be more advantageous to do it this way, and it is. It's harder though. All right, hold the weights or not. We're gonna keep that same leg planted forward. Opposite leg goes to the back corner, step in. So opposite leg. So we're working that same side, that same glute, quad, hamstring. The back quad's gonna work too though, when we're in that curtsy. So take it to the back corner, Toe down, heel up. Try to get that front thigh parallel to the floor. You can kiss the knee again. You can lightly tap it if you'd like to. Starting to feel really challenging. When the reps start to feel challenging or like sticky, as I like to say, that's how you know you've got a good weight and you're building muscle. And that's so important during the first trimester and beyond to build muscle for a strong pregnancy and easier recovery. Okay, quick shakeout. We're gonna do the same thing now on the other leg. So going back to the step ups. Now this time we're working the other leg. Grab your weights. And your heart rate's up too, right? You can feel that, and it's gonna be more elevated during pregnancy, especially that first trimester. Your heart rate naturally increases a bit. So if you're feeling more out of breath than normal, it's not just you, but feel free to take things slower, take a longer break, decrease the work intervals. It's all good. It gets better. For me, the first trimester has been the hardest with both my girls, so I always feel like second trimester, even the third trimester is better. Although things physically are maybe a little bit more challenging, your energy is just way better. Okay, we're gonna go to those lateral step ups. For me too, it's the grip that starts to wear out. So do that little dumbbell trick, how I showed you how to hold them. It does help, but it's gonna be a challenge. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be hard for me. All right, put that foot on the bench. Exhale, lift, slow lower to the bottom. Push through that heel, squeeze the glute. Pregnancy is definitely a time where we have to make adjustments to our workouts, including adjusting our expectations. And sometimes that might mean that we don't work out the way we thought we would or the way we even want to. Sometimes we don't do hard workouts like this, but then other times we push through and we do the hard things that we know are going to make us better and that are going to ultimately lead to a healthier pregnancy and easier postpartum recovery. So you got to make that decision. You got to make the call. Every day is a little bit different, but this is one of those workouts when you're really ready to push. You come to this one. Okay, kickstand workout, kickstand deadlift, kickstand workout. All right, same leg forward, left leg, hinge forward, squeeze the glute. My back is still flat, even though my dumbbells, I'll show you with the dumbbells parallel to the floor. Grip strength is being challenged today, you guys. Push through that front heel, squeeze your glute. Ooh, and again, you can go just half of the way down, about knee level, if that feels good. We're all the way. Ooh, challenging those glutes. Strong glutes are also so important for first trimester and beyond. So important for a good pelvic floor, strong core during pregnancy and postpartum. Okay, we're staying with that same leg forward. I gotta keep shaking it out. Those weights are killing me right now. Killing my hands more than anything. All right, left leg forward, right leg back, long stride in that lunge. Light tap on the knee and push to the top. Again, you can stay upright for more quads. Lean into it for more glutes for that front leg. Keep looking at the clock thinking like, surely I'm halfway done with this interval. And I'm just now halfway done. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is a really tough workout, you're not alone. Again, it's one to definitely push yourself on, but you could also turn it down by decreasing the weight, right? Like if I was feeling really, really nauseous today, which I'm feeling good today, I don't need to decrease my weight today, but I might need to other days, and that is okay too. Just making adjustments, adjusting your expectations. We're so close, guys. One more. So left leg forward again, right leg's gonna go to the back corner for that curtsy lunge. So we drop the knee, step in. Light tap if you wanna take that knee to the floor. Pushing out of that front heel. really good for those side glutes. Again, lateral movement, working the outer hip muscles. So important for a strong pregnancy, optimizing your core function during pregnancy and beyond. And that's just what we're trying to do here. That's the goal of all these workouts. Regardless of if you have aesthetic goals or not, having a strong body is going to optimize your pregnancy in so many ways. Whew. We made it. 15 minutes. And I'd say that was all we needed to really get that lower body pump, get the heart rate up, and get a little boost of energy and endorphins too, because who couldn't use that? I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know where you're at in your pregnancy. If you're enjoying the workouts, I'll of course be taking you along through my pregnancy, through each trimester, with workouts for each trimester and stage of pregnancy and beyond. So hope you all enjoyed it. Appreciate your feedback, and I'll see you back here for the next workout.